feelings. I go get the weed on the way. I go get the drink on the way. Where you got me open, babe. It's how I want you. I get something to eat on the way. Tell me what you need, I'm on the way. I just want you open, babe. The way you got me open. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. Feeling things, all in my feelings, the way you got me, all in my feelings, the way you got me, all in my feelings, I forget the weed on the way. I forget the drink on the way. On the way, on the way. And I just hope that you're ready. You know that I'm high already. I've been taking shots already. So I'ma get you right if you let me. I know what you're thinking. You know I ain't here for no reason. Whether it's for life or a season, I get it. I just want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. I want you the way you got me. All in my feelings, feeling, babe. Feeling things, all in my feelings, the way you got me, all in my feelings, the way you got me, all in my feelings. I want you to feel the same. I want you feeling things. I want you to feel the same. I want you feeling things.
This right here is what you call a candy paint. Southern Arizona fell in love instead. Angel brown hair, cute face, solid graduate. She's a type to make you hesitate. Solid at a party, how you doing? What's your name? Yeah. Said she got chosen, that's like fire to the flame. Yeah. Ask her what she into, she said anime games. Wow, put a ring out now, baby check me out. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses. A new friend, no you're not alone, yeah you know I'm right here. Yeah. Baby girl I'm right here. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses. A new friend, no you're not alone, yeah you know I'm right here. Yeah. Baby girl I'm right here. Start like new chapters in a book of love romance. You could be the Pam to my Jim. Cold up in my storm. Light when it's dim. Yeah, when it's warm. Yeah, I like that. You said you need me, I'll be right back. When I close my eyes, you're in my dreams. I just never thought you liked me like that. Cause friend is something that I always see. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses, new friend. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know I'm right here. Yeah, baby, got it right here. She's a wildflower, butter tea. Look right through your glasses and you free. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know I'm right here. Yeah, baby girl, I'm right here.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another TwepTwep. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about, loving yourself, because, we got to do this self-love thing. And we're going to be talking with Menashe, and we have a special guest with us. But I'm not going to introduce him just yet. We're going to kick this off with just myself and Menashe at first. Menashe, say good night to the people.
Good night to the people.
You come back with that thing there. All right. So, Menashe, tonight we are talking about, when you rub the bean and flick the switch and grease the monkey. And
I'm very excited about this topic tonight.
But you're not so excited. You sound all deep and sultry like you did in it already. Mine,
I'm getting in the mood.
Hey, Lord. Boy, so like you work the microphone with one hand, mine,
No, man.
So welcome to everybody. Welcome, guys. Feel free to chime in. To just let us know you're here. Welcome again. So tonight, we have with us a very, very interesting individual. I've been actually watching how he's been managing his business for a bit of a time now, and I mean, it's really, really impressive to see a young Jamaican man taking on things that are on the fringe, or considered to be on the fringe sometimes. And he's been doing it pretty well. So we're going to bring in so much so that he's even received a super nomica. So the alter ego has become his real self. I mean, I don't know how this man do it. And then still, trust me, and still has a whole heap of other things going on in his life. So tonight I want to bring to the stage Mr. Lyndon Dawes, Mr. Dildo Man himself. Welcome, Lyndon. Glad to have you here. And we want to hear a lot about, just how things work with you and how it looks in the Jamaican sex scene and adult entertainment scene, especially when it comes on to masturbation and all of these things. So, big up yourself, tell people good night, and I'll talk a little bit more about what we intend for tonight.
Good night. And thanks
Good
for having me,
night.
first of all.
Boy, thanks for being on. So it's great to always support everybody around me. So that's the way we look at it. Once you're in this thing, we have to stick together and make sure we promote sexual health and intimacy of every kind. Especially when it come on to yourself or your partner.
Which is right.
You entirely so.
A lot of people think of sex as just the actual aspect of a penis going into a vagina.
Yeah.
And it's much bigger than that.
Well, I mean, you would be the one that would know all of this because you are the Dildo Man. So, talk to me about being the Dildo Man. What does that look like?
Well, I can't wait to hear how you got into this business.
All of that too. So take on those two for Linda, and I'll make a move from there. So.
All right, how I got into the business? Really, I was working at a bank, a major bank in Jamaica, but I always had an entrepreneur mindset. So I used to do different little things, when it was BlackBerry days, I was selling BlackBerry and parts and them things, but that just wasn't working out. Too much people was doing it. A sister of mine had a birthday coming up, and I just wanted to get her a little bullet, a little vibrator. And it was almost impossible to find a vibrator in Jamaica, and I was like, that's crazy. If I have this problem, other people must have the same problem.
But I don't
So
think you really have the problem. No, she didn't need the
no,
bullet.
yeah, but I had the problem too because I wanted to be a part of the whole bullet experience,
Oh,
and
all
they were
right,
stopping my little progress. Then, funny enough, now one day I sitting there and I was having a conversation with my mother,
With your
and she
mother,
was
bro.
like, "Yeah, my mother, you see me?" And so she was like, how things going, and if I don't have any ideas or I want to try and all of that. So I told her, I was like, I have this little thing, and I don't know if it would have worked out, but I just feel like say I could have run with it because I've always been open and I've
Right.
always been a sexual person. So one day, my mother called me and she said, "You remember the idea you did tell me about?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, I'm going to go online and I buy about $100 worth of things. Me don't know what them is, I just buy some things. The day when I buy them and me I send them to you. So I say, all right. Now, my mother buy some things, brother. Something will look like turtle, something will look like catfish, some things. You understand? And I was like, what the hell? Like, them I never want me did picture, but I say, all right then, I could see what can go on. And
Right.
I remember I got them like the Wednesday, and I went up to the university hospital of UA, um, where I knew a nurse that was there, and I was telling her, she's like, yeah, man, carry them come. And that one stop, I sold everything.
Rotted.
So I was like, what? So I said, all right. I take the money, the whole of the money, I'm going to send it back to my mother. I'm going to say, go again. you know? And we did it again until eventually I started asking the question, like, what are the toys that are out there? I started looking at other people that had the same business,
Right.
which they were also just starting out, but they had more knowledge than I did. I must say, all right, and through trial and process, I found a manufacturer and learn how to bring in the toy, learn how to bring them in myself and dealing with customs and everything. So that
So,
is how it
brother,
started.
what you really have said to me is that you start a sex toy business with your mother.
Yeah, my mother was my first. My
Rotted.
mother was my
My
first
type,
investor.
yeah,
Big up,
my
mommy.
type of mother. I do that with
Yeah.
my son.
Big up, mommy. Big up all the time, brother.
And I mean, to be honest, she
Not
never regretted it
illegal.
because she reaped a whole heap of rewards from it.
Then I'm also, I
Trust me.
agree with mommy. Once it's not illegal, I'm with him.
Yeah, support it. Well, I mean,
Yep.
since we're there, I thought about family relationships. As I tell you, I've been watching you do your thing for a little while, and I know you have a daughter, right?
Right.
Does this affect her? I mean,
To be
how this work
honest,
out?
no. I try to keep it very separate. My daughter, she's 12 now, so she's at the age
Yeah,
where
she's too young.
she's not stupid. She
Right.
knows what I do. She can't say like she's seen the toys or she know what it is or whatever unless it's Google, she Google it. 'Cause nowadays children
Yeah.
smarter than
Mm-hmm.
we did smart. Everything them can go
Right.
on the internet and look up. But in terms of that side of my life, no, I keep it as separate as possible. Like, to be honest, up to last year, if you did tell my daughter, say, you will play some music and she will dance, she start jump up and down and flick and all kind of foolishness. I just this year now, Cardi B come mash up my little brain with this WAP song, and one day I go hear her, I listen to it, and I was like, what? I say, yo, what you listen to? And then we got one day she did a dance and she never know that I was looking and me see like she bust a little twerking thing and me I say, look here now, the twerking at your book, You understand? But I mean, there, as I said, like I always said that I want my child to be able to be a child. I want her to have the kind of childhood that I have, going outside, running up and down, ramping.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worried
Yeah.
about grown folks' problems. You understand? And so that is basically how I grow her, how I deal with her. So she knows that her father sells sex toys, and she knows that is how I can provide for her and all of that. But she doesn't know what it is or how it is or what I really, really, really am involved
Get up to.
with.
Right. Right.
Right. So what the first question, bossy? Do
Uh-huh.
you have a location, or are you just based online? And I'll take this opportunity to just throw up this little screen for anybody that is looking. The
Right.
Instagram is a.t.e.ja, but the real question and the telephone number is right there. But the real question is, do you have a location or you just do an online thing right now?
To be honest, I'm just doing online, and I plan to actually stay online.
Right.
Um, I don't plan to do a location because in doing a location, I do my business like the Chinaman style, quick sales, small profits.
Right.
Um,
Right.
if I am now to go and get a location, that overhead would mean that I would have to raise the cost of my items.
Yeah.
And especially in a time like this, in this pandemic, where I see a lot of other people aren't doing the numbers that they usually do. My numbers have stayed the same because even with the exchange rate fluctuating, I've had my prices at about the same price for probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And
Really?
so yeah, and so a lot of with me doing that, yes, I've lost a lot in profits, but I have been able to grow my base. So by making
Right.
the quick
Right.
Yeah.
sales and the small profits, it end up coming back to being even more it work
More
out
money
better for me. It
because
work
you
out
get more
better for me.
people.
You
Yeah.
understand? And so
Yeah.
my business has been constantly growing while other persons have actually stopped because some things that I will sell for 7,000 Jamaican dollars, I see other companies out there selling for 15,000. But they
See.
have to do that because them have them overhead and them have workers to pay and all of that. With
Right,
me,
right.
I don't have all of that and I don't want all of that.
See.
Hmm.
No,
So
no, I mean, we are talking about the business, Dildo Man, but on a different level though. Want to talk about the things that are associated with the business. Cause that's a little excitement part of it. But I
well,
mean, before we dive into that though, there is a question that because I look through your offerings and I realize you don't really look like you carry things for man. What go on there so?
all right, to be honest, we do carry stuff for men, but you find that members say Jamaican man really and truly we're kind of behind in the sexual game. You still have man who afraid to talk to them masturbate. You have man who afraid
Right,
to say them eat pussy. You have like men are still in that close mindedness, whereas you will have a man that don't even want to say, him want to buy a flashlight or
right,
something. So you find that, as I said, I run my business on quick sales, small profits. I cannot afford to bring in no bag of items that is going to sit down on me.
true,
You understand? So if a male comes and he wants something, yo, Linda, say I want a flashlight or something like that, I'll say, all right, then the next time I do an order, I'll probably put in a few of them, put in
right.
3, 4 of them. So I do it in small scale, and once I put it in, I try to sell it before it even reach to me.
But Lyndon, I see a
Mhm.
comment here say, yo, that you say it means someone can sacrifice a gas money this week. Cause it sounds like you price them attractive.
No, yeah, and that is
Generally,
the
how you
whole
price them run.
that is the whole aim of it, is to make sure that I want the man who sell pan a Ankia downtown if he can buy
Mm,
from me. And then at the same time, I want the people that are in a parliament to still can buy from me.
Zin.
So that is how I have to balance it out. If you notice on my page, I have my times when I get serious and I go into serious discussions, and then I have the time when it's just lone fuckery and posting fuckery, and then because I want
Zin.
to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want everybody to come and be comfortable because at the end of the day, like all of we fuck, all of we fuck.
True. True. I don't know. I should have dropped the quiet a while ago. I don't understand. Like she not getting on in a little while, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so with that,
No, man.
I try to keep my prices reasonable. Like a bullet, a 10-speed rechargeable bullet, from us is $4,000.
So
Um,
Ransom have up to
uh-huh.
by the
10 speed now.
yeah, man.
Where
But
have
but
I
but but
been?
yeah, get too much, so you don't need no time. But Linda,
Yeah.
you just bring up a thing about a 10-speed bullet. Somebody did I tell me say somebody might have can get something tonight. How that part they go now?
Somebody can get something tonight. Well, it can.
Yeah,
At least I must a curfew or go on and them thing there.
well, well, not tonight. But me say somebody could have win something like a giveaway of some sort.
Yeah, definitely. I told you that I would do a giveaway on here, and I definitely will stick with that.
See?
So matter of fact, like it's my first time on the show, and to be honest, this is my first time actually doing a podcast.
Right.
Okay.
So with that said,
How about Brocky Ducks?
I'm not
Nice.
giving a bullet. Are we giving we have some rabbits. Usually the rabbit is one of the things that most women go for because that offers penetration and clitoral stimulation at the same time. It's rechargeable.
Mm-hmm.
The part for the clit has like 20 speeds. The part that you
Humble.
insert have like
Me
10 speeds. Um, it- yeah, it's waterproof. It's made of medical grade silicones. I'm not giving. We're gonna give away one of that, so you can
All right.
figure out how
All
the
right.
workout.
Brain, you
You
chat too
can
much, man. You couldn't just get that from me on the side and done.
you can just WhatsApp me and I'll let my bearer sort it out tomorrow. And I
All
see
right.
somebody just asked if I do payment plan. I don't do any payment plan. I feel like my prices are reasonable enough. Whereas if you give me my money one time, we can't do the payment plan thing because what happens if when you start paying, and then when you're ready, whatever you want sold out. Me not like give back people their money, so just give me it one time.
They say you want
I
money come
agree
in,
with that.
you don't want it leave.
Yeah, no, I will sell you
Mhm.
something else. I'm telling you straight up. If I have your money already, are the hardest thing to get it back from me. Cause me, I go sell you something else.
See,
Yeah, I go
see.
take something else.
So, big question: do you have cock rings and pop rocks? You bring
We
them
have
something, or that is like
no,
upon
we have the
request?
cock rings. We have the cock rings. We have the ones that we have is silicone. It's a silicone based cock ring and it vibrates. So we have the vibrating cock rings in stock. The pop rocks, no, I don't have them in stock. And why? To be honest, I try to not sell everything. Anything that you see me sell is because I know that it works. I have
Right.
bought products before, and if when it comes, I give somebody to try it out, or if me and my people try it out and I don't think it is what it was, I give them away because I'm
See,
not going to put my name behind it. Anything
see.
I'm going to put my name behind, it'll go work.
All right,
That
bossy.
is
All
also
right.
why I don't sell pills and stuff like that because you cannot guarantee a certain effect with a pill because everybody's body is different. So it will
Mhm.
react to everybody differently. So to avoid that, to avoid somebody buying something from me and be like, yo, this never work. No, I'm not sell it.
So, what is a pop rock though? 'Cause not,
It's,
it look like not everybody
all
knows.
right.
So,
It's basically like the sweetie what you usually eat and put in your mouth and you're like
yeah,
sparkles in your mouth.
yeah.
It's something like that, but like ladies would use it for giving head.
Oh, we never get that yet. We
But
have to start ask some question. How come
let
that
me
never
let
happened to
me
me yet?
let me give you ladies a tip though. You see, instead of using the pop rock, if you can still get the Listerine strips, use that or a winter fresh in your mouth, or you can do it with champagne.
Wax cover. Hey, we are learn tonight.
Hold on, some quiet. May I take
We are
note?
learn tonight. All right. So I mean, as I said, we've been talking a little bit about the business, but I mean, getting down to it, yeah, the ties are there, and it kind of almost feel like we're preaching to the choir. But I mean, to the way, let me let me bring up one of the darkest statement them where always come out, which is this thing of when women use vibrator, it make them less sensitive. Hold on, more share something we don't know. We just have to make sure I say what I sharing is proper. Give me one moment there. Look on this. Look on that.
All right.
Eh? You,
Remember,
you,
no,
you know, I
God,
think this vibrator thing mash up the good
nah.
and make it.
What you have to remember in everything is
Mhm.
levels. You understand? And so, um, for somebody who is taking it to this level, you cannot compare that to a person that has a bullet.
Right.
You understand? So with everything is levels. It's just like you will have somebody that I like to drink. I drink Hennessy, but
See.
I don't get up. I don't need Hennessy to function. I'm not an alcoholic. If you get the drift that I'm making, I
Yeah,
drink
man. Yeah,
Hennessy,
man.
but he's not an alcoholic. And so it's the same thing. Is in anything you do in life, is just how you do it, and with how often you do it and all of that. And so with sex toys, it's the same thing. I've had customers that them kill the toy like 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. And I'll be the first to say, yo, look, you need to ease off, get a break, because what will happen is that you're going to get so used to having to have to feel this vibration to come. If you're
Right.
having just regular sex, you're not going to be able to climax as easy. Soon, your clit not going to have no fucking use for a man. No matter how him eat, no matter how him play with, no matter how him this, how him that, without that vibration, you will not be able to climax. And so, yes, some people they do overdo it, and I do have to recommend to them say, hey, back up our fight, make a click, get back its
Look sensitive.
sensitivity and
Right,
all
right.
that. But for an average user that might have a toy and every now and then them probably hand it, take out them toy, use it, them guard them bed, they won't have that problem.
So what about them big tie then? Because more
Brother,
time,
look here now.
me have to, glad say it's a one burner right now, cause I'm afraid
What,
of
what,
them.
what you gonna do? But you have man a road that walk with foot long same way. I
True.
just saw it go. It's so it go. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like me I tell I tell people all the while, yes, you have time, like most women will say, yo, a pussy can't big. I man say, you're talking shit. Your
Right.
pussy is like elastic. If you keep stretching that fucking elastic, at
Mhm.
some point it is going to stretch where it cannot come back to its regular size.
True.
If you take a little small rubber band and you have it in your hand, keep stretching it out, it cannot consistently go back to its regular size. And it'll go stretch.
But
So
that
what
comes
so
with
so
age, with age especially and other things.
I not even going to say with age because I've been with some older women and enough, and the
No,
older
but the
women,
thing is, remember it's a muscle. So if you don't
yeah. Well,
exercise it,
I was going to
but
say the
as an older woman,
go on through one of them.
older women that I was with, for them pussy feel better than 90% of them young girl on road. I mean, I thought big woman like 40 and like take care of themselves in a them gym, hygiene,
there you
all that.
go. Take care of themselves.
Yeah, but everybody's supposed to do that though. Supposed to.
It's not easy the older you get, but yes.
Talk to them, yes. But you just have to keep it on point same way.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I've met people before, and their thing is to stretch their vagina. They love when it feels stretched, and so
Mm.
they keep buying bigger toys or they keep putting bigger things in it. That is what them
Rotted.
like. No, if me I go buck up in a girl like that, and I know this,
Mm.
I am not going to cross it. I cannot cross it. You understand? No, if I decide that I am going to cross it, may I go with the mind frame, say, all right, she come for a fuck, she'll get a fuck anyway it go. So if me have to put the condom on my and I'm pushing my hand that she come for, she'll get it.
Right. Right. All right,
So
cool.
it just levels, you just have to know the ball game where you're going on.
And just go and make sure say your boss you go the same way.
All right.
Zid. So all right, so Lyndon, I mean we're getting down into the dirty, but while we're still there and while we're getting there, because when I dive too deep yet, we notice you also have different, as you said, levels to your ball game. So you have your OnlyFans, you have
Right.
the fuck it, and you do some other parties and things. What's that been
Right.
like in Jamaica? Because it it, it,
Um
it it seem, start
I-
with fuck it and then go down the more
all right, well,
dusty part of them.
fuck it, to be honest with you, fuck it wasn't my idea originally. That was started by Dwayne Virgo.
Right.
Um, right. It was his party. After a while, he asked my virgin Winston to get involved with it. Me and Winston are virgin like that. So from him did get involved, and he was new to the whole promoter thing and all of that. I jump on same time. I was like, yo, I will sponsor the event, like whatever it is, whatever you need, because these are two friends of mine. So
Right.
really and truly, a lot of people don't know that in reality, I am not even one of the promoters of Fuck It. You understand?
Mm,
I just came on to Fuck It as a sponsor, but because it's two of my people them that I would call friends, I push it like it's mine. They
see.
put it out there like it's mine.
Yeah.
So
So
basically, that
for
was
those of us who don't know what fuck it is,
all right. Fuck it is a exotic party. It is a party where we put a
oh,
strip club on the beach. So we go to
Oh,
the beach and we build a whole strip club, 40-foot poles, 3, 4 different poles, different strippers. We've had strippers from Panama, from Dominica. We're carrying girls from Miami. I mix them with the local girls.
interesting.
And it's just one big party.
Fuck
Just
it. Just
party.
one big fuck it.
You understand? So with fuck it, as I said, because we were always people in the streets. We did always have got people party, all of them little thing there. And so because we aimed it at bringing out mostly women in terms of, if you notice, most of who hire are women. When you look upon the girl them, or we hire as bottle girls and waitresses and them thing there, are some hot girl them. So the man them a go forward, woman want forward, and it just grew into what it is right now.
Yeah.
You understand? OnlyFans. Um, to be honest, is this girl named Miss B Nasty. I don't know if anyone know her or follow her. Miss B Nasty is this young lady that is on OnlyFans. She's like in their top 0.01%, as in she buy a house the other day in the last year, bought her house cash. And I was looking at it and I was like, what? Them kind of money I can make on this? And I have always had a following on Snapchat, which I used to post certain videos and content and stuff for free on Snapchat.
Right.
And I was like, let me just try it and see. So I did it. I'm gonna say, yo, when I can, if you don't want to see it, I'm not gonna pay for it. No, me do it for how much years for free. Who don't want to pay for it, that is fine. But who is going to pay for it? This is where it will be posted. I'm not post nothing at all.
Jane.
And so that is where the OnlyFans came about. And to be honest, in a pandemic like this, it makes sense. You have a lot of women are using it, and they might eat a food. And I will never knock nobody hustle at all.
So we have a series of questions coming in. So the first one is, we hear you talk about fuck it, but and you say I get the girl them. So how come we not hear you talk about the male stripper?
See, and I still have to remember, say, it's still Jamaica. Meanwhile, while women will gladly go to an event to watch other women naked on the stage,
Right.
a lot of men are not going to go to an event to watch men naked on the stage.
Jane.
You do have male strippers in Jamaica that we were also a sponsor for them, which was Divine Men of Choice.
Right.
So that is a show that they used to have once a month in different locations in Jamaica, usually between Kingston, Ochi, and Montego Bay, where it's all male strippers and it's ladies only. So I was also a sponsor for that event.
Right.
If that is what you wanted to see, you can do that. As well as if you link me like your Linda, say me have a bachelorette party, or I also keep a party with my girls and we need a male entertainer, that can be done.
Which is not you, right?
Oh, definitely not.
All right. And then no, the next question that came up out of all of this was I gotta hold on to this question. This question I gotta hold on to for a little bit later, because I think we're going to get a little bit away from it. But we're at 10:30. I want to dive into the meat of the matter for tonight, because it's been good talking to you. But really and truly, what we're talking about, and really and truly why we wanted it here, was because we want to talk about demystifying masturbation, self-love, and using sex toys in a relationship. Because the reality is, as you said it earlier, whole man not even wants to them back them fits in a public,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Them not even want to own up to it. And
But
mhm,
I don't mean to cut you, but I can't understand. Even
yeah.
as a child, what is one of the first things your parents used to try put in your head? Love yourself.
Love yourself, but don't fuck yourself.
Right?
But that is apartheid, and I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that our society is so far behind sexually. And it's not like, say, these people, like in Jamaica, we don't really have sex ed in school. You understand? And so is 2020 now. You have people in Jamaica that don't know about contraceptives. You have people in Jamaica that don't know that there is a morning after pill. You have people in Jamaica that don't know, say, them can get an STD from oral sex.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? You have people that don't know this, and so that is why I try to use my platform a lot of the time, not only just to sell toys, but to make it like a whole experience. So you might come one day and it might be a serious matter, and we'll sit down and we'll have a whole conversation, educating people about whatever it is they want, whatever it is my mind tell me to do, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever I see going on in the world. You understand? Because that is just the reality of it, is that a lot of people just are not exposed to this. So nobody never tell them, say, all right, you know what? This is natural enough. It's natural for you to want to explore your body. It's natural for you to touch your body. It's natural for you to do all of this. And so they have it as something that's taboo. So even enough of the people who are doing it, they might hide and do it.
Right. Right.
Because
I mean,
you
you
know,
sound like you thought from Munashe playbook there, so because she will always say women need to know themselves first before them can expect a man to come and do right by them sexually. They need to be
Exactly.
able to say to the man, yo, do that, do
do
this,
this. Exactly.
and stop the little faking thing.
Exactly. And that is a big part of that is another big part of it too. I can't understand is you have woman out here have sex with man and them not orgasm and them a
Have
fake the
never
orgasm.
experienced it.
And so how the hell can how do you expect a man for know say him not do it right if you fake it and you tell him say yes him a do it right? Why him need for him not gonna change nothing then?
Mm-hmm,
Exactly.
mm-hmm.
I like
You
you.
understand?
So we have a question. Have you in this entire time have you ever spoken directly to couples, or is just straight freaky singles?
No
You
man,
usually end up at that too.
brother, some of the time you think I'm Dr. Phil. Like seriously, you have couples that will come to me. I mean, whether is because how I run my Instagram pages, we have times where you can just ask a question and I'll put it out there for or followers to answer, and I'll also give my opinion on it. Which a lot of the times is not out, it's not really about sex, it's about
Right.
relationships, it's about different things. Somebody feel like something is off, somebody wanna know how them feel about something. And so yeah, and then I've had like couples come to me straight up like, yo, Lyndon, say me and my wife or me and my husband, we haven't really been having sex. Like, what we can do for get it back here? So like, it's because him did cheat, me not trust him no more. And basically, like, enough of the time I sit down and I watch Iron La Fix My Life and Dr. Phil, and them they are the things that me watch, because I watch them and try to apply it to my life or to somebody else that might come up with a question. I can reference that and say, oh yeah, I remember she did say this now, him did say this now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You understand? So yeah, it's not just about fucking and about sex, but we're going into the whole aspect of relationships and all of that also.
Yeah, man. So we have a comment here. Masturbation has saved me thousands of dollars over the years.
Facts.
So, I mean, I don't know what you did do the rest of the money there, right? So, like, you plan to spend it on something, but
No, but brother,
you know,
remember say woman cost money,
me not gonna so because
Bossy, let's speak.
Munashe rush me.
Hold on, let's speak facts. If say you look at woman, Zin, right now in Jamaica, you look at woman, you at least want carry her out one time. So boom, gas money right there, so.
Right.
Pick her up, carry out. If you don't drive, taxi fare that there, so. Rent car money that there, so. Right after that, now boom, you reach at the restaurant. She have to eat, you have to eat, and I have to drink something. You run all 8 to 10 grand already now on a regular date in Jamaica.
Worse if you go put in movies.
All right. So a regular date, you look on about 10 grand right there, so. No, this is all because really and truly, initially, you might not want to really, you can't initially know there's a relationship you want. If it's the first date, it's some pussy you want. Pussy cost you 10 grand already,
Trust me.
Talk truth.
I not even see it or even get a touch off
you don't even see it, you don't even know what it look like, you don't even know if it'll work.
Yeah, no. 10 grand gone down the drain. Right. I mean, it's a very, very serious thing, and I think, I mean, at some point I used to call it an investment into the kitty fund. Yeah. Because it's like you really are play the stocks, and you know when the market crash for you.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that with this investment, that is not something to look. It's not a good investment to look. Enough of the time you now get back what you invest in.
True, true,
True.
true,
You
true.
understand? So me look upon it as it's like lending out money. If you know you can't afford to lend it out, don't lend it out. Simple as that. So do like me now go above my level for nobody. You see if me meet you and if first of all if I go out and I see you out drinking, say for instance, you and one of your girlfriend them and all una order is just beer champagne.
Mm.
You see every bottle of champagne will come in my brain, all me upon is 24 grand, 48 grand, something grand. So me want to know, sir, then by the end of the night, you drink $100,000 worth of champagne. If me invite you out, I feel like I suppose you can give you $100,000 worth of champagne. That's how I met you.
Zin,
You
Zin.
understand? But
Yep,
when you
yep,
look on
yep.
them thing there, no man just look on girl and say, oh girl, I carry her out a champagne she used to when she ordered the champagne you vex.
And I
True.
can't pay for you, not true.
All right. Oh, yeah.
But Munashe, me tackle you now because you over there
Mhm.
sitting quiet the whole night.
I'm
You just
taking no
enjoy the
man.
conversation.
I'm taking notes, honey.
Ties in relationships, my friend. Like
Hmm.
you get to that man and una go burn up the sheets and then back out a tie for the first time round. What do you think about that?
For the very
When do you
first
introduce
time,
the tie? Yeah, man. When do you introduce the
um,
tie? From up front, everybody knows say yo, me inna the this kind of thing, or do you wait till later in the relationship after you don't sample the naturalness and you see whether or not you can match it or not? Or as a friend of mine say, you're continuously drop off of the work, and they bring in the time to try and get to a place. What
no,
are
well,
your thoughts? And feel free to
with
jump into Linda, but more hear what Munasha says about
I
this.
want to hear her thought.
well, I definitely have the conversation. Once we know
Mm-hmm.
we're going there, I'm letting him know my preferences, that what I like, what I don't like, in terms of how you feel about toys, how you feel about certain things. Because first thing, if a man not eat, him not get to smell it. Sorry. So that so them conversation there. So them conversation there have to happen.
Right.
Right. So but usually the first time we'll get together physically. It's a feel out, get to know, get to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually the ties come in.
All right.
So
So Monashe,
Uh-huh.
name right. So for
Yeah, man.
instance, so now you go back up on a Lyndon. You understand? And so my thing is the first time that we go do it, one, because of my job and my reputation, I can't give you the regular foot that you will get from the average Joe. I have a
bum,
reputation.
bum, bum, bum.
You understand? So
Well,
that's the first thing. And
well,
so when you come, like for me, if it's the first
mhm.
time, like me I go show out, me I pull my tricks out of the bag. You might end up like handcuffed and blindfolded and shit. Like I'm gonna pull all the fucking tricks out so that you come back a second time. When you come the second time, now you can get it natural, just me and you, whatever. But the first time is a show out thing, fully show
No,
out.
that not gonna work for me, because me have to have serious trust to have you handcuffing me and
Hold on, eh?
blindfolding me.
But that's
That
why you
takes
say,
time.
hold on, remember this or not, that will come with the conversation. So by having a conversation with
Hmm.
you, I would sum up in my brain
Right, how
what I
far
am
you can
going to do.
go.
I know I would
Hmm.
sum up what I'm going to do. I already know before I come pick you up. I already know what the plan is. I already have a game plan
Hmm.
by talking to you and listening to you. So if I see that you're not really into the restraints yet, all right, fine. I'll bring on, just a little bullet. And you're not even going to know because I will mask it like under the pillow. So in the midlight now, you just feel some shit. Like what the fuck? But you're already so caught up in our go on and everything.
Yeah,
Hmm.
run.
It's just gonna go.
Trust me. Boy, I
Well,
mean,
I wouldn't have a problem with that once you don't come with all AK-47 ready to go on the first. You're gonna scare
Nah,
me.
nah. I'm not trying to scare you, but you have to add a little extra because, as I
Yeah.
said, like for me, that is how I think about sex. I think about it as, all right, then, like how we fuck with her whole brain. I want like the day afterwards, somebody else say my name and your pussy start jump.
you're rotted.
Dark side. Man, serious.
Man, when
I
you come
like
back
it.
a second
I like it.
time. So the first time, it can't just be normal the first time round. That would leave you considering. You understand?
Hold on. So imagine now, first time after me done look you, spend my 10 grand, all of these things, me I go give you a half a fuck. You're mad, then suppose me not get it back. Me I give everything.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
So here's
I
a
say a legit question here. How
yeah,
do
man.
men feel about buying their women's sex toys, and do they still think about the fear of replacement? To be honest with you, in the last, I'd say probably 3 to 4 years, I have seen such a drastic change in that. You have more men that are willingly buying their women toys and incorporating toys into their sex lives willingly.
Nice.
You still have a few that is like, nah, but a lot of the time also is how it is introduced to them. Like a woman will go out there and buy an 8-inch dildo and carry come and fuck herself. And she knows
Jesus
say her
Christ.
hold on, and she knows that her manhood is is 6 inches. Now automatically we as men we work off ego. And so when I come
Right.
in and I see that shit and I know what I have, automatically I'm done with it. Ban that. Nope, now work. So I usually say, all right, lady, you want to buy a toy, your man not into it. Here's what you're gonna do. We're visual creatures. Buy a toy.
Mhm.
When your man there at work or wherever, I say strip the fuck down and send him a little video. Like, babe, I have something that I bought for us. You see, the
Mm-hmm.
minute you say us to us, it takes
Mm-hmm.
away it automatically put in your mind, say you never just buy it for you, no, you buy it for me and you. And we are go spicy. Worse, you go send me a video. Me not
I'm
even
gonna
me
come home
not take a
early.
pie. Understand me ready for go home. So me say, yo, you buy it. Two, when your man reach home, sit him down in a chair in front of the bed. Play with it with yourself. Tell him say him have to sit down and watch. After you in the mood and everything, you call him over and say, all right, come, use it with me. They mean you basically introduce the man to the toy. You never just back him up and fling him on it.
Right.
You understand? So a lot of the time is just how it is done.
So here's a good question that's coming in. Wait, no, not orgasm by association, although that's good. That one, yeah. So we're talking about woman buy big dildo. Like, are we just gonna always assume say the woman them going buy the biggest dildos in the shop?
No,
Isn't
to
that
be
the same kind of aren't we promoting the same kind of stigmatism that I mean goes against even your profession when you just assume say the woman gonna
no.
buy the biggest thing in the shop?
To be honest, I was giving an example of the
Right,
man penis size being 6 and the dildo
right.
is 8.
Zine.
A dildo is not even in the top 5 of my bestsellers, to be honest with you.
Cool.
A dildo, an actual penis looking dildo, is not
Yeah.
in the top 5
Mhm.
of my bestseller. So I would never make a statement like that. If I did say like a wand or a rabbit or a bullet or the S&M kit, there are so many things that sell way more than dildo. But I was just making the reference of how to introduce the tie to the man. Because even
Right.
me, like I feel like I am very secure within myself and my sexuality and how I do what I do. But at the same time, if me go in and you have one big subway foot long something lied up on the bed, then
Or the
what you mean?
jackhammer.
Yeah, me I go in on my feelings and all of these things. Cause all when me I have sex with them, me I say, yo, you know, say like girl, I liar. You hear us make blood clot nice. You know, make nice. And me just want all start just me could have just start choke you till you all. Me not even know what go on. Come here and say, yo, after in here take the foot long, now me come with my half a foot long, I make up this bag of nice like you feel something. Hey, them girl are wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
Would the thought ever
Boy,
cross
serious
your
man.
mind that she want to use it on you?
Huh?
Ross.
Well, wait, what? Huh?
Ross.
Yo, she just
If
going a
you,
whole different world.
no,
But
I'm just
you know what?
saying, but if you walk into the bedroom and she has this big dildo on the bed, does the
Mhm.
thought ever cross your mind that she want to use it on me?
To be honest with you, me and knowing me and anybody who knows me like that, that would never cross my mind. Cause
Okay, okay.
you'd have be out of your fucking cotton picking mind. Like, you know.
No
Like,
pegging to the man thing.
but at the same time, let me say that is very fucking common in Jamaica.
Yeah, the pegging thing.
Yes.
Oh
It is
yeah.
very common. When I say common, like at first, probably 2, 3 years ago, it was a one-off thing. It is no longer a one-off thing. Like this is common. Like you have people sending me videos of this occurring and stuff like that.
Right.
You understand? And with me, it's like, what the fuck? And then the wickedest part is the same man them who would have probably have been out eating pussy and burn out this and burn out
Always.
that, and them a do it.
Them in the
Always.
pegging thing.
You see me? And you see them bend over like some bitch. I'm like, bro. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, whatever you do in
Do your thing.
whatever floats your boat, go ahead. I
Hmm.
have no problem with it as long as it's not my bottom hurting me or nothing. I don't have a problem, bossy.
So hold on, all right,
No, the
hold on,
brain. Do you see that one
no,
comment at the bottom? Or should we move on?
minutes that one, hold on. Oh,
Why I can't see the comments? How do I see the comments?
you're on your laptop or you're on your
Yeah,
phone?
on my laptop. Oh, comments.
Just yeah,
Okay, I
just
see.
click on comments right there now.
Don't worry, I can read sometimes. Got you.
All right. So, so I want to kind of sort of bring it back before we go into the giveaway in the next 5 minutes. And I want to understand because it seems to me in that same 3 to 4 year period that the women in Jamaica have become more open about using sex toys
Right.
because sex toys been around forever, but it seemed like everybody is it's not like a fashion statement about which dildo you have,
Hmm.
how often you use it. I've seen a vodcast where this girl is showing off her collection and she barely is 21 and she have a drawer full of dildo. I mean, I said to myself, say, oh my girl, like really though? And she
Right.
go from different size, different length, different function, 2, 3 point, every kind of point. I mean, I said to myself, say, is it that we have moved away from toys being stigmatized for pleasure all the way? Whenever you know Jamaican love extreme, so move from one extreme to the total next extreme, which is yo,
Hmm.
if you don't have a tie, then you don't know about nothing about sex, and
Mm,
yo,
I don't. I
you
don't.
lost the world.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. As I said before, it just has to go to different levels.
Mm.
I mean, I know persons that have been buying from me for years and they buy the same item, a bullet. So they may use the bullet 2, 3 years and then it burn out and it stop work and they come back and that's all they want is a bullet. You understand? But then at the same time, you find that the younger generation is now more of an exploring generation. They want to
Mm-hmm.
try everything. They want to do everything. And then worse, you don't have I don't think they're properly being educated about sex. And so a lot of the shit that they're doing and learning and seeing,
Hmm.
they're doing it and learning it from the music, from social media, from cable TV, from
Yeah.
all of them things that which is really not the right way. So I mean at 21, I mean, she probably doesn't even have somebody to look at her. She probably use them ties every day. She not have somebody to look on her and say, yo, say you have to kind of ease up because you're still young, I think you're gonna probably want to use your clit in like 2, 3 years time. At that time, it's like a dead like Roger Clark, like
Yeah, no.
you
No
understand.
talk.
And so, yeah, it's just a lot, brother. A lot of it has to do with the education part of it, and because a lot of the older generation is still looking at sex as something that is taboo.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, the
Hmm.
younger generation are fully out there in experience mode. So at some point, we'll have to find a way to bridge the gap because we cannot stop them from experimenting. But what we can do is to educate them, whereas whatever them are going experiment with or whatever they
Hmm.
are going do, them know the pros and the cons of it.
Right.
You understand? And I think until that happens, like you will continue having it getting the younger and younger and younger way try it. Like they're just gonna be doing shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, kind of crazy. Like, so I want to take a small break from the conversation now. Lyndon, you can tell me if I'm showing the right things. But I believe this is what we'll be giving away tonight. Is that right one, Lyndon?
No.
Not that one there. Is up on the page?
Matter of fact, yeah, we can do that one. It's basically the same thing, but yeah, we can do that one. That one is fine. That is a G spot steel balls. So
Tell
go
me
back.
which one, man.
No,
Go
man,
back to
go
that
back
one
to the thing, man.
there. All right, there.
All right, so okay, so the head that is rotating, if
Right,
you should pull it in and out because of the small bend at the top, it should hit your G spot. And then the little balls that you see spinning in it, those steel balls are actually supposed to massage your vaginal walls.
right.
And then the little
Mercy.
part that is hanging off that look like a little dolphin head, that is for clitoral stimulation. So you can have all of that going on all at once.
So,
And
question: the
other one
guest
you have
money
the
can
20
buy
of
this
speed.
one too?
Huh?
Muna
Who
should
asked
ask
me?
if the gas money can buy that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those we sell for 6.5, and you can go to some other stores and buy it for like 12. But
All right, we'll talk after the show.
So, if you're interested in winning a toy from ATEJA tonight, get ready in the next couple of minutes. I'd say the next 5 minutes or so, to be fast with your fingers yet again, and to make sure it is sending a response to the question that I'll ask in about the next 5 minutes. All right. But we want to just continue this conversation for a little bit longer. See, here a man now saying, "Yo, at the end of the day, nothing can replace a partner that can choke her with the right pressure and at the right time." So, the man them shouldn't look at the toy thing with fear. It should
I
be
mean,
something that is
to be honest, I always say no. If you feel like say a vibrator can take your position in a woman life, I better you go on from now. You're not doing
True,
shit.
true,
If
true,
all
true.
it takes for your position to be gone is a fucking vibrator, then bro,
right.
what are you even doing though?
Yeah, for really. You're not rocking her world in any other way, so I might as well just lower her
Is it
alone.
me? Brother, it
Mm-hmm.
don't make no sense to be honest with you. Like every woman that I've ever dated, if me and you in a relationship, if I am ordering something new or me decide say yo, me see something and me I say yo, you know what, me gonna order this. I'll order like 2 or 3 of them. But my girl
Mhm.
I gonna be one of them people who will get it for try.
Right.
You understand? She I gonna be one of them who will be like, yo, B, you need to try this and let me know what you think. Give me a feedback. And me get it to other people and based on the 3 feedback, then I say, yo, alright then. I say go. Because I know so at the end of the day, what I bring to the table is way more than just a vibrator.
Is
It's
it?
more than just a fuck. It's more than
Right.
just so if your whole relationship is based on her coming, boy, sticky.
um, I want to say, guys, if anybody does want to jump in and to talk to us live on the show, just follow that link right there to our link tree, TwepTwep, and then click on join live show or share your opinion live. And we'll be able to bring you into studio to say a few words or to express an opinion before we sign off. We're going to be signing off in about the next 10 or so minutes. So
Hold on.
if you have that burning,
Let me answer one question that you asked that I thought was very, very intriguing when you asked it.
uh-huh.
How do you deal with the increase in offers for sex?
Right.
All right. Let me tell you, to be honest, like I've been doing this probably about 10 years now. When I just started, when I did just start, I did think I was a ladies man. I thought I was a gallus. You know them time them young, just I live life, no cares in the world. I did think I was a gallus. Boom, I start sell ties. Start sell ties, and I said, Bumbo clock, Lyndon, your whole life you never did do shit. Man is really a live them life, yeah. Like man was really living them life, yeah. And so to be honest with you, like at one point in my younger days, if it's not like 2 or 3 hours at one time, like I'm not interested.
Right.
You see me? It was at a point where like a girl will even buy the toy and be like, yo, Lyndon, can you just come and try it on me? Or, you know, you can show me how to use it. like shit like that. Me there at a party and a girl will just walk up to me like, yo, you're Lyndon, right? And I'm like, yeah. You know, I follow you and just how you talk and the stuff that you put out and all of that. Like, I always just want to give a fuck, just one fuck. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Put it
Yeah,
for free?
because in my mind, like this is mind blowing. I'm like, yo, like people out here really getting pussy this easily after I've been working so hard all my fucking life, like just like that, you know.
Trust
And
me.
so, but after a while, brother, I am glad that I got into it at the time that I got into it, where I was young and just living life. Because if I was supposed to like just be getting into it now, I would be fucked. I would
Mm,
definitely be fucked. But no, I mean the offers still come in and all of that. But I mean, me in a relationship, I am happily in a relationship.
uh, uh,
Yeah, I am in a relationship. I am happy in my relationship. I am fine in my relationship. And I am at the point where as you now go just come and look and offer me some pussy and I am going to take it because what I have is way more blood clot valuable than your pussy. I'm sure of that.
mhm,
Nice,
mhm.
nice.
Let's say you go give me your little pussy now and it might it sweet me and all of that, but then my woman find out. This make no sense.
Right,
So
exactly.
if it's not a case where you go even look for me and say, like, yo, Lyndon, I want to fuck you and your woman, nobody come with it.
Right, right, right,
You
right.
see? So make me go to her and say, yo, babes, you know, no, you're probably not really in this scenario, you're probably not real, but that girl you real, you know. And if she say
Mm-hmm.
no, then I know. And if she say yes, then me not happy and you happy and she happy.
Everybody happy.
Everybody happy. You understand? And I mean, to be honest, like I've seen where I have matured and grown over the years. So I can say I am proud of myself for that. So
Right.
that's gonna really phase me again. Come in now more than fucking ever because I feel like say, woman, them no really want nothing till them see somebody else with it. You have some woman
True,
who
true.
look all long and them look and say drunk or Linda and this, that. All you want to do is fuck her. Even girls that I really liked. And they
Mm-hmm.
know when them see me in a relationship and see that I'm a completely different person when I'm in a relationship. And them
Hmm.
same one want come give me the pum pum that me like in my life. You want to come mash up?
That
Wait,
when I said that's one like a topic we need to explore. Why do women like taking men? Um,
Hmm.
and that's one like one would I have a ruckus talking about. But
brother.
I want to take a small break right here to offer somebody some masturbation pleasure nights or somebody else some a little toy or a little tool that they can use to bring some pleasure into them relationship. Remember, we're all about intimacy here. It's not just about the sex, it's about connecting with your loved one and with yourself. And so if there's anything that we can do to help, we want to do that. We want to thank Lyndon for offering up something tonight. So with the fast fingers now, I'll even give people time to prepare. This question is, you know, about just give it to me. You sure the vibrator you're talking about? Because you know that I'm gonna run. I'm gonna be like Lyndon and run. All
No.
right. So fast fingers, ready up. The question is, and the first answer that I see coming in the comment track, that's who wins, right? So Monasha Hush, you can't win. Right?
Sure.
TwepTwep is focused on one thing. There's a one reason why there's a TwepTwep. Right? What is it? Use that one word. I'll give you a hint. It has a Y at the end. What is TwepTwep's main purpose, main goal? The one word that pushes TwepTwep to exist. The hint is that it has a Y at the end.
Listen,
See
I
there
can
now?
answer, but to be honest, like for me, it's a why at the end. I just automatically thought pussy. I don't. I just being honest. From me say why at
Lord
the
have
end, that is
mercy.
my brain stuck right there.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
brother.
And
Sex
him
and
have
intimacy.
company.
So we have our winner. It came in just a couple seconds before some other people that answered in the same minute. Ush, people, so sorry, but we got it first from this young lady,
Right.
and
And
so
I
we'll
see
be
Lyndon had
taking.
company too.
Yeah.
See, Raquel, I see that we're thinking alike.
All right.
Thinking alike. Okay.
So we'll take your information after this, and we will actually reach out to you and get that to you. But
Yeah.
Monashe, let me ask
Yes.
you a question. Give me 1 second, Lyndon. Should she get it, or because those are two things and not one? What do you think?
I wondered about that because you did say one word.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Lyndon?
Bossy, don't get me involved in a politics.
Actually, you know, say
You
two more.
you did you did say one word and
All
word.
right, all right.
Two more and get out of here. That's why.
Hero. So who you was the next one would be who? Caretta that just
Yeah.
said intimacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we give Latanya one, and
All
then
right.
Caretta, you're going to get a rabbit, but you're going to be a different rabbit, but you're still getting a rabbit.
See the now. So
See there?
correct, Latanya. Thanks for participating, and we're gonna get you something from ATEJA.
Matter of
All
fact,
right.
in a good mood. You also get Raquel information. Raquel, because you said pussy just like me, you get a bullet.
All
Raquel,
right.
Raquel, you said pussy just like we're on the same page. I can feel you. So Raquel, you'll get a bullet.
All right. Cool breeze. So we'll be getting your information, all three of you, and we'll ensure that we get that to you. The Lyndon ATEJ is bearer will come to you. Thanks for being here. We are at 11 o'clock. So we'll kind of just wrap up. But Lyndon, any final words from you before we kind of take it away?
Final words.
Yeah, man.
I have one thing to say, people. Living a life. Like, don't let society dictate how you live your life. Because you see, the same people them that sit down and are judging and attack this and attack that, them I live for them life. For them life is probably talking about you that make them happy. So you have to do what make you happy. Live your life based on your own values and your own thing. And whatever the fuck you choose to do in a bedroom is for no business.
Or in public.
Whatever you like is what you like. And you see, as long as you're not using someone else's private parts, then it should not be anyone else's problem. As long as it's two consenting adults, or three, or four, or five, make it stay where they on having a fun, living a life, live it for yourself, and just be good and be kind.
Blessings.
Totally agree.
Love that. Thank you, Lyndon. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being such a good sport and sharing directly from your heart and mind. We love what you said. Next week, not next week, but the next live show, gentle people, is Whispers. It's our literatica show. So if you're writing poetry, if you're writing erotic poetry stories, feel free to send them in. And then the show after that, which is our December show, you should not miss it as well. It is about intimacy and wealth. Intimacy and wealth management. So we're going to be talking about getting into your pockets and what an intimate relationship should look like, or could look like when we're talking about wealth creation and wealth management and managing those finances. Thanks again, Lyndon. We'll link
No
up.
problem.
Monashe, sweetheart, honey bunch.
Yes, and Lyndon, you'll be hearing from me.
No problem. From I hear the name, then you know.
All right, guys.
As a matter of fact, since you're a co-host, you get a toy.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's why I do to them something. You know.
And hold on, my birthday is next week, so
All right,
Then
so it can be your birthday. It will be your birthday gift. So just send me bossy, just line up for all four of them and send me the information then.
All right, cool,
And I'll
brother.
fix things.
Yeah, man. Don't
feels
know.
like Christmas.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. We'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yo.
Da 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 da. This right here is what you call it, candy paint. Southern Arizona, fell in love, it's that angel brown, yeah, cute face, solid, graduate. She's the type to make you hesitate. Tell her at a party, how you doing? What's your name? Yeah. Said she got chosen, that's like falling into the flame. Yeah. Ask her what she into. She said anime games. Wow. Put a ring out now, baby, check me out. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses, a new friend. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know right it. Yeah. Baby girl, I'm right in. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses, a new friend. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know right it. Yeah. Baby girl, I'm right in. Start like new chapters in a book of love romance. You could be the Pam to my Jim. Cold up in my storm, light when it's dim, and when it's warm, yeah, I like that. If you said you need me, I'll be right back. When I close my eyes, you're in my dreams. I just never thought you liked me like that. Cause friend is something that I always see. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses, new friend. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know I'm right here. Yeah, baby girl, I'm right here. She's a wallflower, but a look right through your glasses, new friend. No, you're not alone, yeah, you know I'm right here. Yeah, baby girl, I'm right here. I've been dreaming about your kiss since last night. Do you think that I could get you back up, baby? Because I need it again, 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 again. Need it again, again, again. I need it. I'm like, yeah, trying to come over for the night, yeah. Baby, let me know if it's alright, yeah. I was thinking I could bring a Sprite, yeah. And mix it with that vodka, I ain't gotta call you. I'ma pull up on you. Wake up every morning and I'm feeling like I saw you. Go to sleep at night like, baby, let me put it on you. And I ain't gotta lie, I'm ready to get to you. I'm ready to get to you. I've been dreaming about your kiss since last night. Do you think that I could get you back up, baby? Because I need it again, 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 again. Need it again, again, again. I need it. That lingerie on the wifer rug, yeah. I might have to wife her up. For the moment, I'm just trying to teach her new things. Make her body move like a mood swings. And an all black whip like I'm Bruce Wayne. She like System of a Down and some 2 Chainz. Sound like taking off her clothes by the sunset. Round 4 now, we ain't even done yet. I'm ready to get to you. Yeah, I'm ready to get to you. I've been dreaming about your kiss since last night. Do you think that I could get you back up, baby? Because I need it again,